Hey guys, Silver Praetorian here, and we just went through the door where we fought Klungo, and this brings us out to the Jinjo village in the Isle of Hags, which is the name of the hub world in this. In previous it was Grunty's lair, now it's the Isle of Hags. This here is one of Jamjar's silos. They basically act as a waypoint system throughout the hub world. Kind of like the cauldrons in Banjo Tooie, except they all connect to each other. Anyway, let's well, I guess let's check out this castle. There must be someone important in here. Alright then, and inside the castle is King Jingling's throne room. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I got a lot of innuendo I have to point out during this game. Alright. Yo, what? I'm not even repeating that. I'm King Jingling, king of all the things Jinjo and ruler of this village. Your kingdom seems a bit empty. My people were scared away by those witches and their giant machine. I kinda like it quiet, but I need to get them all back for the kickball. That's why you want to get them all back? You just want them back for the kickball tournament, but you don't want them rescued. Yes, but it is. There's a big kickball rivalry between the Jinjos and the Moles, which means there could be trouble if we don't turn up. Wow. Serious business, isn't it? Anyway, here's an incentive for you to rescue my people. And he gives us our first Jiggy. Nice. Alright. I believe you should go and see Master Jiggy Wiggy. What? In his temple, Jiggy Wiggy. He's the leader of a secret and ancient order of dedicated to the mystical powers of the Crystal Jiggy. Yeah, I kind of agreed with Kazooie there. No, honest, it's all true. It's very important to your adventures, as only the Crystal Jiggy can open worlds that you must... Ooh, that sounds useful. Can you show us the way, King Dingling? Wow, nice choice of words there. Anyway, the door there is through Bottle's house, so, that's gonna be awkward to explain, isn't it? Anyway, let's head on over there and see if we can't move on to the first world and try to get there. That'll be a nice little bit of progress to make. Not bad for your king, huh? Yeah, his strange pet thingy was cool. Yeah, they don't even care about him, they just like the pet. Let's go find that Jimmy Wiggy then. They don't remember anything, like, they remember what they need to... meanwhile... Wow, that tank thing has awesome traction. And this is the witch's castle, and that is a laser of some sorts, I'd say. Let's see what the witches are up to. Come on, sisters, tie my lack. What's the plan to get my body back? Annoying your rhyming is, so stop it or we will not tell. Yeah, like I said in the last game, it's kind of a minor point how they make Grunty stop rhyming. And even when she's not rhyming, she's still one of the easiest characters to, like, speak her lines just because they flow better. Anyway, this is the Bob, the big old blaster. They want to use it to suck up all the life force and use it to give Grunty her power back. Her body back. An evil and heartless plan, I like it. How long will it take to suck up enough life force? Yes, they just called Grunty fat. So start blasting. Yeah, it's like, why are you guys blasting already? I mean, you could have started sucking up energy while you were going to revive her. That cursed Jingling has just given the furry... How does she know this? Like, does she have spies everywhere? I mean, I could understand it in her own lair that she would have cameras or spies everywhere in her lair, but this is her sister's territory. How would she have this information? Well, way the island turns, warmed up Bob is. So begin will the firing sequence. Actually, if you guys paid attention to where Grunty hit the switch there, it was labeled blow and suck. Yeah. They took no prisoners with all their innuendos. They really didn't. Target Bob has hit. Steal life force, he will. Unlucky Bob was. Bear we just missed. Yeah, lucky for us, we just got out of there in time. Never mind him, what about that traitor Jingling? Yeah, it's like I said, even when Grunty isn't rhyming, her speech flows the best out of every character aside from like Banjo and Kazooie. Well, actually, the only characters whose speech doesn't flow well is Mumbo, but that's to fill a stereotype, and her sisters, which I don't even know. Successful Bob was. Jingling's life force added. Right then, girls, let's blast the whole island. Yep, Grunty pulls no punches. She wants to suck up the entire island to give her body back. Let's see, it's gonna take a big charge up. Hours it will take, and revenge Bear will seek. Pa, I wouldn't worry. Banjo's got no one to help him now. That Mole and Jingling are gone. He'll never get to us in time. And she just tempted fate. Well, Banjo, it looks like we have a challenge. Wouldn't you agree? Alright, and that is... like I said, there's a lot more story in this game, so there's a lot more cutscenes to sit through, but actually, gold feathers. Gold feathers in these patches are in groups of 2. I believe red feathers come in either 5 or 10. I think it's 5. Anyway, here we are in Bottles' house, and let's talk to Mrs. Bottles. Hello there, Banjo. How are we today? Pretty good, Mrs. Bottles. And yourself? Oh, fine, fine. What about Ghostly Boy? Keep quiet, Kazooie. Kazooie just wants to cause problems. Okay, he should be back from Spiral Mountain for his dinner soon. He never misses his dinner, he knows. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Kazooie, you're a jerk. Anyway, let's see what's this way. That looks like Bottles' kids. Who are you? Hello, Banjo. Okay, this is Goggles. Since you and Daddy are such good friends, I'll give you these prototype glasses he's working on. Did he finish working on them? Alright, they're called the Maze o' Gaze glasses. This isn't a necessary item to get, but it is a nice little bonus. It's basically just a zoom in and out on the... I don't recognize this game. But yeah, that's a shout out to another rare game, which I don't recognize off the top of my head. I'm sure someone will point that out eventually. Anyway, that was Goggles, and let's go see his other son and or daughter. I don't remember. It's another son. Okay, good. Hey there, Banjo. Specky. Yep, his kids' names are Goggles and Specky. Let's see, playing the kickball tournament next week over at Mayhem Word, I am failing at pronouncing stadium. Yep, I don't suppose you have any substitutes. Why would we need substitutes? My dad is the best on the team. So... wow, Banjo, it's a good thing these guys are clueless, or you would have just told them that Bottles was dead. We already know that King Dangalang. He opened it up especially for us. Anyway, what's this poster of? I do not know what those are from. I'd have to look that up. And by look that up, I mean have someone point it out to me, and if someone doesn't, I will eventually look it up. But for now... Right. Here we go. I am Jiggy Wiggy, and this is my temple. If you want to see me, you'll need to get past my doorman first. Alright, I started mentioning this a while back, but compared to Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo Tooie is a lot less linear. You can do a lot more things more out of order, and the levels are more interconnected, and there's a lot more backtracking in this game because of it. As such, that is primarily the reason for my wanting to practice my pacing better, and the fact that I'm probably going to do more practice runs and everything so that everything works out the way I want it to. Alright, must connect images in the form of Jiggy Wiggy himself. These mighty images look like jigsaw pieces, also known as jiggies. Yes, it does sound familiar, Banjo. Alright, so we have collected enough jiggies to be allowed inside. Remember, no cameras permitted, only food purchased at McJiggy's. Yes, a temple that you must prove yourself worthy to enter has its own fast food court. I don't get it either. Anyway, this is the Great Chiggy. You have entered the sacred temple of Jiggy Wiggy. Approach the golden monolith if you wish to prove yourself worthy. Wait, I thought we proved ourselves worthy by even getting in here. Anyway, what we want to do here is just walk up to the puzzle, press B to play the game, and if you remember in the bonus video I did for Banjo-Kazooie, I mentioned that the moving picture game was practice for the way you unlock levels in Banjo Tooie, which is this. They start off fairly nice, just a few pieces missing, none of them out of order. As the levels go on and you get into farther levels, it'll eventually be like all the pieces missing and some of them will be rotated and it gets more difficult to complete. I still haven't had any trouble with it, and I say that as I'm going to possibly fail at this. Anyway, this image is of an area in the first world, which we will be seeing eventually. I actually don't like this area very much. It's kind of a hassle. And plug that in. And you have completed Jiggy Wiggy's Challenge 1. So now the Great One will show you the way. Alright then. And now that we've proven ourselves worthy, Jiggy Wiggy will get... I'm not even going to try because it is too easy to make these jokes. But he will use the crystal jiggy there in the center that we were standing on, and a laser will shoot out, and I don't know why we can't just shoot the witches with it, but okay. Anyway, the laser shoots out of the top there, and it will come around and hit the entrance of a world, opening it. We actually passed the entrance to the first world on the way here, which is right over there, and it is the... man, I don't remember the name of the first world off the top of my head, but it is a Mayan theme, like South America, Mayans, Aztecs, all those stuff. It's themed like that. Anyway, this has been a fairly long video, so I think once we step back outside, I'm going to call it quits. You do not have enough jiggies to attempt Challenge 2. Come back later when you do. Yeah, we need 4 jiggies, meaning 3 more to actually open up the second world. But we won't be getting to the second world for a while, and we won't even be entering the first world this time, so... Sorry that things have been starting out a little slow, guys, but next time we actually move into the first world and get this show on the road. I will see you all then. Later.